One of the most interesting questions I get asked a lot from non-business people is what it's like to be an entrepreneur. And I can't tell you, I don't know where I first heard this, but this explanation is probably the most accurate explanation that has ever existed in the history of mankind. Hey, I'm Ryan, and I love working with quality humans who want to make a big impact. If that's you, hit follow, or maybe it's just time we have a talk. I remember hearing this story several years ago, and it stuck with me, and I always think about it. If you want to know what it actually feels like to build a business, this is probably the best way I've ever heard. So imagine somebody announces a contest where they're holding a home run derby and anyone can join. And the prize, if you hit the ball over the fence, is that you will win $1 billion. And so this person announces a contest, they put it up and they start promoting it. And as you'd probably imagine, people from all over the country, all over the world, fly in to compete with this contest. So there's a massive line of people, hundreds of thousands of people waiting for their chance to swing the bat and hit the ball over the fence. The rules are really simple. You can swing the bat as many times as you want. There's no time limit. All you have to do is clear the outfield wall. If you can do that, it's a payday. So you grab the bat, you step up to the plate, squeeze it, and you stare down the pitcher. And the pitch comes and you swing and you miss. Almost instantly, everyone waiting in line starts booing at you. It's like, sit down, you're wasting our time. That was embarrassing. Probably can imagine what that would sound like. A lot of people would succumb to the peer pressure and quit and let somebody else have a turn. And no one would think worse of them. But you don't. You step up again, you grab the bat, you stare down the pitcher, and you go for round two. Again, you swing and you miss. The yells of people just get louder and louder. You're wasting our time. Hope you didn't quit your day job. Like, just imagine the things that people would yell in this sort of situation. And most people at this point are quitting. They're like, they don't want to deal with the embarrassment. They don't want to be made fun of by their friends and family. So they would want to sit down, but not you. You keep swinging and you swing and you swing and you swing every time with nothing but air, just over and over, completely missing the ball. The line behind you just gets really loud, really adamant. They are yelling at you to step down, to let somebody else have a go because you've had enough shots. And you are just at this point obsessed over swinging the bat. You're like, I've made it this far, why quit now? So you keep swinging and you keep swinging. And it shears from the people waiting for their turn. It's cutting. It is harsh and it is brutal. And then it happens. You swing and the ball soars over the outfield wall. You get the sense of like, oh my gosh, that really just happened? And the entire crowd who's been cheering against you almost instantly is like, oh, this is crazy. You did it. That is what being an entrepreneur feels like. But that's where most people stop. The crazy part is that line of people who's yelling at you to fail, who's telling you you're not good enough, smart enough, talented enough. That's you. It's not just strangers that you don't know. Those are your voices telling you that you're wasting everyone's time. And being an entrepreneur is like turning down those voices, turning down all the people, like focusing on what you're trying to accomplish and kind of ignoring the people who say you're going to fail, even though it's you who's saying you're going to fail. So yeah, entrepreneurship is not easy. It is not for the faint of heart. And you have to be a little crazy to keep swinging when your mind is booing louder than everyone else. But the ones who do keep swinging, those are the ones who can change everything for themselves, for their families, for people they care about, potentially for generations. And if you are still swinging, even when it feels like you're losing respect, you're a different breed. And look, that's why I love working with entrepreneurs, because they're a different breed. They're cut different than most people. And if you want help building a business that doesn't just survive the noise, but thrives through it, maybe it's time we talk.